The Chiefs were able to earn their first win of the season. Is it Jalen Moore time in Kansas City? And we give our predictions for this upcoming AFC showdown between the Ravens. All of this next on Chiefin.
Welcome, Chiefs Kingdom. Thanks for tuning in to this Red Kingdom Media production, bringing you raw, authentic Chiefs coverage. Make sure to like and subscribe to stay up to date on your team. Now sit back and enjoy the show.
Welcome to another episode of Chiefin. I'm your host, Dale Fowler, along with my partner, Monty.
Let's just see that. Let's hope the Chiefs come back and show that their regular self.
Facts. Go Chiefs. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of Chiefin. I'm the co-host, one of the co-hosts of the Evening Daily, Dale Fowler. Along with my boys, Dre and Lonnie. How y'all doing tonight, man?
Good,
my boy. Good.
Happy we got a dub.
It's victory week.
Right. We are definitely coming off our first victory of the season. That's always a great feeling. It's kind of weird for us this time of year. Getting that first one as well is usually between those two games. So kind of being in unfamiliar territory feels good to just be back on the board. However that have looked. But I know we're ready to talk about that, so let's just go ahead and jump right into it with the first topic. So we got winning formula. So the Chiefs got their first win of the season against the New York Giants on Sunday Night Football. What are some key moments or adjustments you've seen with the Chiefs that you would like to continue them doing for the entirety of the season?
I mean, what I like that I seen overall is them running the ball. I think they got back to that. You've seen it with Pacheco and Hunt. You've seen them both getting an even amount of carries. So I think they definitely showed the ability that they have the ability to run the ball, whether it be for 2 yards or 3 yards. That's something that worked. I also seen that they also just kind of found their stars on third down. You know, you get a little bit sprinkle of Xavier Worthy in there. You get in the third and short, you get Kareem Hunt. They found a way to get the playmakers involved on third down. I think they'll continue to do that. But what I really liked is seeing them run. The Chiefs were able to shift the paradigm in the league for a long time and turn this league into a passing league where you drop back and throw it about 50 times a game. And the Eagles came and kind of shifted that power when they got Saquon Barkley and then got those dynamic playmakers on the outside and showed the defenses are going to have to load the box and make it kind of easier for you to throw them those deep bombs and passes down the sideline. So I think the Chiefs are just late to the party. Coming around to that, you see a lot of teams that are dominating right now have two backs, like the Lions. You see Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery just put a pummeling on the Ravens. So you hope to see something to the likings of that here in Kansas City. We know that we have an aging Kareem Hunt and Isaiah Pacheco that we just don't know where he is. He's not quite at the top of his game, so we have to see if we yet to have that ability, but. I think that the Chiefs showed the ability to get back to the run. And when you're able to get to the run, it's easy to lighten things up in the pass game. Even though you have a dynamic passer like Mahomes, you kind of want to take some pressure off of him, get those linebackers sucking up, coming down, trying to read the run, get safeties added to the box, make it easier to take them shots. When you do get people like Xavier Worthy, Rashee Rice, and people like Hollywood Brown now, you see that he's able to take advantage of some of those one-on-ones and getting some pass interference, that 50-yard pass interference that he had, that you kind of really hate to see in the league, but it's something that the Chiefs kind of needed to get going. So I like to see that they have the ability to run the ball, getting Isaiah Pacheco involved, even getting Rashard Smith involved if it's on the end around, and he looked a little bit explosive. So I like where they're going with it. We have to keep doing it more though. So I like what I've seen, and I think it's something that they can sustain and help them win.
Yeah, I second that as far as the running game goes. I like the fact that I saw them get Pacheco running on that first drive back on that in the third quarter. Like I said before, I've been waiting on them to open up that playbook as far as like being aggressive. I don't like to start and slow and everything like that, and they didn't do that in the second half. Of this past game, they came out and they was getting chunk yards, 17-yard plays and stuff like that. And that's the type of stuff that I like to see. And then in the rest of the way, Pat was basically like, forget it, Thornton down there somewhere, someone's gonna throw it up. So that's basically that's the type of offense that I like. I did see, I even saw a jet sweep. I miss seeing those, and a lot of people don't even like seeing those. The people are like, oh, those are gadget plays, and this is and this, but I miss seeing them. Honestly, that is when you look at like jet sweeps and stuff like that. That's Kansas City, man, and I think they kind of got away from that. I want to see if it's Nico or Brashad Smith doing the jet sweeps or anything like that. I'm okay with doing that because I mean when we're used to seeing you know Tyreek Hill, McCole Hardman, them type of players with that speed do those jet sweeps and everything like that, especially McCole. And I think we need to get back to that because if you get the jet sweeps, that kind of helps out as far as like the run game and also helps out to the pass game. So I don't know. I like the aggressiveness that I saw in the second half. It's a tale of two halves. The Andy Reid and Travis Kelce getting into it on the sidelines. I think that kind of like fired up Andy Reid as well. And going into the half, and Andy Reid was like, you know what, let's go, man. I'm tired. I'm ready to go. So let's open up this playbook, and I want to see that moving forward. We definitely cannot start slow next week against Baltimore. So I want to be aggressive from here on out. Jet sweeps, all of it. I just don't want to see the screen passes to tight ends. I do not want to see Travis Kelce getting screen passes, Noah Gray getting screen. Stop it. Hit the road, dude. Like we gotta stop doing that stuff, man. So but all in all, man, I just like what I saw in the second half of the offense, man. Pat got to hit. He gotta be more crisp with his passes. He missed a couple throws too, but I mean we're kind of used to that now with Pat, man. But he gotta settle down though. But all in all, man, I like the second half, and I want to see more aggressiveness moving forward.
Yeah, when you look at everything, I think I pretty much hit the key points that we really saw within the entirety of the game. The defense is back to their form now. I know that people will say this is the New York Giants, but this is also the New York Giants team that put up 37 against the Dallas Cowboys. But then they will say that the Dallas Cowboys secondary is not that great and their defense not looking good as well too. So I mean, you go back and forth, but I think overall what you see with a Philadelphia team, they held them to 20. That was their lowest point total since 2021. And then you come back against a Russell Wilson team that they had a touchdown, had a missed field goal, but only had a field goal after that. That's what we saw in those 2023, 2024 years where we was keeping it close, but teams wasn't really averaging that as many points against us. So being able to see that and see the secondary kind of, still look good without Brian Cook out there, I was glad to see a guy like Chris Roland Wallace be able to step up, come in on the back end, because I know we've been tired of seeing Shamari Connor more often because it seems like he's been getting exposed. So overall, with like the rookie Noah Williams stepping up and everything like that, that actually did allow the pass rush to be better in this matchup. Not a great offensive line, though, as well, too. Like, this is one of the worst in the leagues, I will say. But at the same time, it's professionals, right? And I said this type of game as well, too, even with them getting a win, it needs to at least fire them up. I know with us being this dynasty, this team that people are looking at to where, like, you want us to come out like the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens, which I feel like we should be able to because we have saw it in previous years. And I think that just shows the type of team you are, the type of discipline you have, and you just overall showing that you're one of the better organizations in the league. Yeah, you really expect them to do that. But we've been dysfunctional. And we're not like everybody. We're going to show you that, hey, we're going to have some fun. We're going to do what we want. We're going to show up when we want as well, too, and do that. We can't do this right now coming off of a loss from last year's Super Bowl. We're the underdog now. We're kind of back into that place where, like, people don't respect us anymore. The media is not going to be realistic about their expectations because they're ready for us to fail. So I think they came into this game like, okay, to see a 2-score victory, that was awesome. That was great. Wasn't like a 30. We didn't get 30 plus like we would want us to, but seeing the 2-score game was like, okay, all right, that's good to see. And you get it against the team that we feel like you were supposed to do, and they held Malik Neighbors and Wan'Dale Robinson as well. Now offensively, the slow start was horrible. It was horrendous. Pat, why are you throwing behind the line of scrimmage multiple times, being the MVP you are and a veteran and having that? But at the same time as Isaiah Pacheco, why are you looking back when to play this way? Somebody even said to me, And I think we're just having a conversation about it and go about it. I don't think it's an excuse. It's not how far Pat was supposed to go back, because we always complain about him going back 10 and 12 steps sometimes. So regardless if he went back that far, you shouldn't be looking back towards the other end zone. Those type of things shouldn't be happening. You're running behind the back of the left tackle, the rookie left tackle. You can try to blame him all you want. He going up against Brian Burns and some big boys over there, Abdul Carter, all them, who ballers, and held it. You messed up the full that when you got under him and got knocked down. And then that caused Pat to move up and had to make a play. Hey, when it's you, and I feel like as guys who all play football as well too, when they put it on us to where we have to get better, and they be like, you was the reason why in those next games, you didn't be showing why, regardless of you being a 7th round pick, why we relied on you to be the number 1 running back. So I would say in that case of, the rushing game was a little bit better, but 10 carries, 45 yards, 4.5 yards a carry, that's great. You double that, and we try to do it with that dual back set, but I feel like the offense is not going to look as explosive until we have that guy. I know we have a running back by committee, even when it was Damian Williams as well too. But when Kareem Hunt left, he took over and said, "No, I am the number 1 back." So Pacheco, it's really your time, and Kareem is trying to allow you to be like, "Yeah, I'm the guy." Because when he was behind the Nick Chubb, he knew when he came in, I better make a play when it was time to make a play. Wide receivers had a better game. Tyquan Thornton, he showed that, honestly, once a Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy back, he is worthy of being that third guy behind him, and Hollywood can kind of push back forward. I'm not going to lie. We can have that conversation after that. I don't know what you're seeing. 5 receptions for 7 yards. Last year, he was through 7 games and only had 47 already. Sometimes it's about your usage. If Patrick Mahomes is just throwing up to you like you're Tyreek Hill, he's down there somewhere, he has some dependability. And I'm not gonna lie. And multiple times, regardless of that first one being dropped, it was on the money. And really, if it wasn't before the securing the ground stuff, he had initially on the bounce and then it rolled. So, I mean, we can go back and forth. And then that next time again, what he did. Because MVS would have said, dropped it again. He said, no, it's me. 1 in the air. I got it. I know what y'all been crying about in Kansas City, Dre. I got it. Y'all can trust me going forward. Don't stop doing it. So, I mean, however you want to say it don't. Regardless of how the scheme is going to be the scheme. But I'm not going to lie. The guys that weren't considered number 3, like the DeMarcus Robinsons and them like that, they made a living off of plays like that. And then he went to another place, and they start relying on him like he was the number 1 guy. And he wasn't looking back. So, when I know we like these names, Pat like him. He liked Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy already. Got together with them. He had fun with Hollywood in the first training camp. He liked him when it was time to go to him. He went to Hollywood as well, too. I feel the trust is there. He did it back to back, though. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he dropped it. Okay. I see you,
We gotta understand whose spot he's in though for right now though. He's playing the Xavier Worthy role right now. And we're not gonna have when Xavier Worthy comes in, he's gonna take a step back because
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't be so quick. I wouldn't be so quick to say that. I don't
know. You want to
I get it.
I look because he hurt. He's coming off of an injury, so he's gonna be on the. He's gonna, how Andy Reid is. They're gonna limit his snaps. He's gonna be on special play. Tyquan is gonna get more looks than what people think.
I mean, I know.
And like Dale said, I did notice he has a lot of. For him to not go deep to him once, but twice, and then even be going to him on 4th down, like he is trying to make that like he's going. It's something that he like or he done seen. that he's like, no, I'm about to make this. This gonna work. I don't know what it is, but even the one, because the one on fourth down, I'm like, why are you going? You could have easily just threw it underneath or just ran it like you usually do for first down. Like, we can keep the drive going. But he really wanted to like Tyquan, but Tyquan was open too. It's like run to the spot and you end up, you probably gonna end up ripping it.
No, you're going to look like, hold on, like. I'm glad
I'm not saying that he's gonna just
every time too.
I'm not saying that he's gonna like be completely out of the playbook and everything like that, but we know what this scheme is, and it's Rashee Rice, Xavier Worthy, and then you got Hollywood Brown, and you're gonna have Juju, who basically runs the same thing as Hollywood, but Rashee Rice and Travis Kelce. That's what they do. 2 tight end sets, and you got I'm trying to. And then on top of that, we got the I don't know about. I ain't gonna bring up Jalen Royals. I'm not gonna bring him up. Not gonna bring him up.
Because he was
not
not.
He didn't even get a point. Get in the game.
Well, that's because Andy Reid said that. Well, it was his first game back, and we got to kind of ease him in and everything like that. Yeah, but we know how Andy Reid is when it comes to that. So. And I also get why they didn't play Xavier Worthy against the Giants, because that's turf. You kind of want him to come back on grass. I mean, because
that's true.
I get why they didn't play Xavier Worthy on Sunday, but I think that I'm not saying Tyquan Thornton he's just gonna fall off the face of the earth when Worthy and Rashee Rice come back. I mean, obviously Pat loves the deep ball, and he obviously trusts him going deep and everything like that, but. I don't know. I just don't. I think they go. The way the system is set up is just Hollywood, Juju. He might be like the 5th wide receiver or something like that, but I don't know. That's just me though.
Worthy is one good diving catch away from.
Yes,
I'm not
that's the deal.
So it's like. You gotta, I don't know, Dre. They gonna be real careful. I think
you don't even.
They might be alarmingly careful with how they use him.
Like
but I feel like if they're gonna do, but I feel like if they're gonna do that with Worthy, just get the surgery because it's not gonna get no better.
Well, I don't. The way they acted, it's like they wanted to damn near heal. Like we just gonna let them. Almost like they go. Almost like they're gonna let him sit. They was like it was 3 to 6 weeks. Almost they're gonna let him they're gonna do the latter. Like fuck it, we're gonna let him do wait 6 weeks. He gonna come back same time as Josh. Right? That's what it seemed like they doing. Like we gonna gut it out, and then when they both come back, we just gonna go ballistic. Like,
if Xavier Worthy might not play this week. If they thug it out against the Ravens this week, they go 2-2. They might really thug again. Just come back with Rashee, bro, and we just gonna mess up the league like that. That's what we just gonna hit them with everything like that. Let Hollywood and them really do that. Get a feel for Tyquan. I wouldn't, because you really was already saying that before, but you were saying if you do that, you might as well do surgery, right? It's like why keep on prolonging and going further and further. I think it's him as well too. So even if that happens, more than likely he might be back this week. Like I think I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna let the day-to-day happen because we saw what happened with Eric Berry. It's not the same, but it's like. Andy Reid, he will reverse some things on you and be like completely different. You think it's about to happen. You'll probably see him in practice. He's still like, nah, we feel like we can do it. Especially with seeing the Ravens defense now, and I feel like they if they're looking at film and they feel like this could potentially we can, right? But overall, I would want Xavier Worthy out here. Now going back to the conversation about you talk about the players, because I know we're gonna have to wrap up soon. It's usually 4 to 5 receivers out there, right? Got to include the tight end as well. It's not just gonna be one person always going deep. It's different route trees as well too. Because I mean, like when you look at it, because it happened in preseason as well when they was out there and how they designed it. He's just gonna have multiple options. Like, all right. He might be doing like a fade to the sideline, something out there where he get him like this, go to the sideline. I might have somebody do a deep post over here. Whoever beat they got first is like who I'm probably giving to. They can go like that. So if both of them winning, the opportunities is there.
Mm-hmm.
Hollywood Brown, I don't have no problem with it. We're talking about Juju. We just need Juju to do what he's doing right now because of the injuries and then the Rashee Rice suspension. So you are moving up on the depth chart. So you're going to do a little bit more. Juju was really but he's a respectable I will go play fullback. I will be in a tight end set. I will do whatever you want me to do.
For real.
Because if they're not paying attention to me and I get the ball in my hands, I'm going to make a play. Y'all saw what I did in Pittsburgh. It carried over the year we won a Super Bowl with him. He did a lot. And then what? That wasn't even Rasheed Rice yet. We didn't even have that yet. We was making to do what we had with MBS for a deep route. And then you bring in KT, who he just had his little surges for a little bit, just going to prove New York Giants wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, it came together. And then 2023, he had to thug it out a little bit. He'll be fine. If Pat like you, you will be implemented somehow. And when you on the field and you're the guy when they need a break, and we send you on that, and I see you open, I ain't scared to send it because I'm gonna wake the coaches up, let them know. Yeah, you can be up here with him too. He wasn't a former first rounder for no reason. It was the team. It was the team. It was the team.
I think they might have some.
Now, am I saying he's gonna be the number one? And could he be? He gonna have to show us that. But it's always a guy who come out of nowhere like, damn, I kind of like him with Pat. It makes sense.
Justin Watson. That's what it reminds me of.
Makes sense. But he's a better version. Honestly, he's really getting deep.
Justin Watson was good, though. He get deep too, get open.
In the hands, right there. Touchdown. I know you're down. Other guys were drafted.
Yeah, and like I said, I get what both of y'all are saying, but we all know that when it comes to the wide receiver ranks, it's all about who Pat trusts the most, who he's more comfortable with, and everything like that. And the only questionable one is Hollywood. But I would say if you ask Pat Mahomes who does he trust more, Tyquan Thornton or Juju Smith-Schuster, he gonna say I trust Juju more than I trust Tyquan. Juju just not a deep threat. But that's why I will put Juju ahead of Tyquan on the depth chart. And then
Pat risk taker. He's more trustworthy. I like to go deep.
But I think, that's what I think he on too, Dre. I think he on that too. That's what I'm saying. I think he cool with all of that now, but I think he bombing it this year. That's why I say.
Yeah, I mean that's what he want to do. So I get it.
He want to see that he really. I think he itching to get Hollywood back. Like, I mean, not get Xavier back. He want to dome some. He going deep every time. So like, when he gets somebody underneath this, just start ticky tacking. Best believe one of them drives, he coming out play action, he's bombing something because he's waiting to do it. He want to throw a pick. He's itching to throw a pick this year, a couple of them.
I might go on the bet. Yeah. I might go ahead and put in the bet right now. First play of the game, Tyquan deep mind touchdown, just like that, just because I feel like if I'm gonna do it in any game, I'm gonna do it against the Ravens. Now I'm just talking.
I mean the Ravens defense is after we saw what
he hit him in the face early.
Lions did to him.
Check your temperature, because some games he picked some games where he gonna check your temperature early if it's set up like that. He had the time in the pocket. I feel like to have like an extra guy in there, you probably have a Noah Gray, 5-6 men on the line, in shotgun. Have somebody go ahead, do a little motion, do all that, set it up. Tyquan gonna be far out deep. He gonna do his little route that he gotta do downfield, and they just gonna check it. Now. Who they got? They got Jair Alexander more than likely. He probably might be on a Hollywood Browns.
Marley Humphreys too.
Marley Humphreys too. Yeah.
Both of them was getting cooked.
Both of them. Humphreys is really barbecue chicken. Like we like that.
Jameson Williams and St. Brown were cooking them yesterday.
I know that's why. It's like they physical too. The Ravens always been on to be physical. The Ravens and the Lions are both physical. So to see Xavier Worthy possibly come back in between one of those games, it's just like them is some games where you gonna have to bring your chin strap, bring your lunch pail, because I'm telling you, they coming down hard and they hitting hard.
I'm probably 95% sure that Xavier Worthy playing on Sunday. Probably just because. Like I said, the reason I wouldn't want to put Xavier Worthy out there on that turf. I mean, on that turf. No, I wouldn't want to do that. I play you on natural grass. It'll help a little bit, if you fall or something. So, Yeah, and then we got the Jags the next week on natural grass as well. So he's going to play one of these games. And I think what more than come back and play against the Baltimore Ravens?
Might as well get heavily get the 2-2, start that because next week you got the Jaguars after that going up against Travis Hunter. See, he probably not going to play defense like that. He's going to be on offense a little bit more. But overall, this is a chance for really after that game on Monday night to really like 2-2 and then get to 3-2 and really shut up the media I thought it was over that quick, huh? Went right back that quick within a couple weeks.
Man. I'm ready for it though.
Man, anything else y'all want to add on this before we move forward?
No.
All right. So before we move to our next topic, please make sure
to like and subscribe. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Red Kingdom Media. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Leave a like or comment so we can reply and interact with you and make you a part of the show. If you listen to us on Spotify, please rate us 5 stars so we can increase our reach in the playlist. Follow us and all our contributors on all the social media platforms: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and X. If you'd like to come on and talk Chiefs, message us so we can potentially set that up. Do you enjoy written content? Subscribe to our Substack. We have both a free and a $5 a month subscription and post on there frequently. And if you have any interest in being a contributor on the writing staff, feel free to reach out and we'll be in touch. It would help support the brand if you would purchase our merch, like the shirt that I'm wearing currently. Set up an order for one of these or 2 or 3, and this will allow us to expand our inventory options. Thanks for being a part of this channel, and if there's any partner that's listening to this interested in sponsoring the show or any other content that we produce, please reach out. Now, back to the show.
All right, welcome back to the episode. Now jumping back into our next topic, we have tailor-made problems. I alluded to it low-key when we was talking about it in the first topic about winning formula and about, kind of our feelings of what's going on with the game, what was some positives and stuff, right? So Jawaan Taylor penalties are starting to outweigh the positives that, he does have at least, right? So is it time for Jawaan Taylor to officially be benched in Kansas City? And is it Jalen Moore time?
I mean, the fact is we even got to have this conversation and we talking about this. I mean, it tells us everything we need to know. Absolutely. It's time I think it was time for that last game. I said it going into the game. We talked about it off air. Jawaan Taylor was another penalty away from being pointed towards the sideline and told to sit down. And that's just not what happened. I don't know where Andy Reid is with it at this point. I don't know when he is going to be at his wits end. With number 74, I don't know how many chances he wants to give. I don't know why he's so slow to move away from him. I don't know if it's the contract. I don't know what it is, but if we're noticing it, I know the coaching staff is noticing it. Period. And the fact that he's gotten as many chances as he has is a little bit alarming to me still. So I'm rather disappointed, really, that Jawaan Taylor continues to really make the same mistakes over and over again. And really not kind of get his hand slapped in any type of way, other than told to do better. I think we need to kind of see some more corrective action. But I like overall. I mean, overall, I think I don't know what Jalen Moore would do getting in. I know he did play some snaps against the Eagles because Simmons got hurt, but I don't think it was enough to say that Jalen Moore would just be a great upgrade. I know he won't be over there just getting a ton of penalties. I'm pretty sure he'll be able to line up correctly. Just simple stuff like that. But I think we're beyond the point of Jawaan Taylor needing to get benched. I think this just needs to go ahead and come to an end, and we need to figure out what we're going to do with that right tackle position. It's embarrassing at this point. So, like I said, the fact that we even having a conversation about Jawaan Taylor, he's a left tackle. I mean, he's a right tackle, I think, is a problem within itself. So, it's over, yes, and yes, I do think he needs to be replaced.
I will agree that he needs to be replaced, but it ain't happening this year. I will say that. Just simple fact is that my boy making $27 million this year. Ain't nobody gonna trade for him. I don't know. I will say shout out to his agent. If you want to look up legal robbery, it's that man and his agent. I ain't even gonna lie to you. My boy making $27.3 million this year. Next year, if they cut him over the summer, It's just a $7 million cap, dead cap. We just got to pay him that. But this year, my boy making $27 million. So they're going to get what they can out of the man. It's pretty bad, honestly. My boy got an overall PFF grade of 45. 45. And his run blocking is a 42%, and his pass blocking is a 60%. And he leads the league in penalties at 7. What else is new? He's been doing this since he got here. But I get why he's been jumping early, illegal formations early as he's been. I said it on Sunday because he's slow. So when he doesn't want Travis Kelce, Pat Mahomes, and Andy Reid and them yelling in his ear, all right, I'm going to line up normal. But y'all going to see why I'm lining up the way I'm lining up. Because when he lined up normal, Burns and them ran right past him. They just ran right past him because he's slow. He's slow. And, yeah, he got to go. I've been saying it. I didn't like the signing from day one. I'm like, why are we picking up a tackle from the Jacksonville Jaguars in the first place? And then Brett Veach, you paying him this type of money. So what are we doing? So, yes, I will. This is one of the worst contracts Brett Veach has dealt out. I will say that. This has got this, and it's aging bad too. Yeah, he contributed to some championships and everything like that, but nah. This is one of them worst. This is one of them ones where it's like, Brett Veach, what you doing, bro? Like, is this agent like one of your brothers or something, like your family members or something? I'm gonna throw your boy a deal or something like that. Whatever we work something out later on or something. But yeah, Jawaan Taylor, terrible. Go ahead.
I do want to ask, because I know we're saying the $27 million. So is it just a cap hit, but this is why I'm just saying that because technically, I mean, it's 4-year, $80 million, and they pretty much said like his contract was fully guaranteed. Like, he is a fully guaranteed contract. They're giving him $20 million a year for sure. Right, that was the thing. So I don't know how they maneuver the money, what it is. So like, where's the $27 million? Like, did they push it in a way to where like the cap because they be manipulated.
Because what I'm looking at, right? What I'm looking at is cap hit $27 million. He had a signing bonus of 4.75. His base salary is $19.5 million. So I'm guessing they might have restructured some stuff last year and push it to where he's getting paid now, because I think they said restructure was 2.6 million or something like that or whatever, but it all adds up to $27 million. That's what I'm looking at now.
So they made it to probably this would be his last year for sure.
Basically, yes.
All right, I'll let you finish the point before I go into that.
Because next year, when they cut him like over the summer or March or whatever, it's basically they just got to pay him $7 million. But if they was to cut him now, they would have to pay him $34 million. So,
because they don't pay that because so it makes sense. Like, yeah, so they definitely like did something on the front end part to like.
Yeah. But I mean, honestly, like, yeah, I mean, if you're a coach though, and y'all strapped at like at running back and everything like that. I mean, would you want to have $27 million just sitting on your bench?
Honestly, yeah. When I got this guy over here for $21 million who's in there, and it's like he might actually be better.
Yeah, but then okay, then
y'all basically said, I'm not gonna lie. Because pretty much they basically said once you said they must have did some type of restructure, right? They got it set up to where it's $27 million for this year, $7 million for next year. What they kind of do with Tony, his last year, this year was that, and then they ended up trading him. He was worth the value of trading. So it's like, we can get some out of you. Jawaan, we're going to go ahead and pay you that $7 million next year and let you walk. I don't care about bitching you this year because we're in this mode of a dynasty. We already went out and paid. We went out and sold on this dude who was a backup to Trent Williams now, right? Sold on that for 21. He's worth it. He's worth it.
That contract too.
Yeah, and more so, I think you're not gonna care once it's like, oh, this dude is good, but it's like why can't you make the better decision early on? Sometimes it's like sometimes with Brett Veach, I think what people get mad about is like, why does it take you a couple times to get it right?
And I say hindsight is always 20/20, Dre. You didn't like the contract, but now we let Jawaan Taylor walk out the door. You want Wanya Morris to be our right tackle?
Absolutely not.
Okay,
Jay
so
Lamar.
I mean, in hindsight, as I say, in hindsight is always 20/20. The contracts it doesn't look good, but it looks a lot better now that we see that Jawaan Taylor is playing horrible.
He's covered his butt. He's covered his butt early on within the season. Like, Josh Simmons gonna drop. They probably already knew he gonna drop. We grabbing him for sure. Now, when I look at it, like, we're gonna grab him for sure. We're gonna go ahead and pay him. Like, yeah, they gonna think this is who we going in for the draft. We might not go in. We might do something else. Like, you go ahead and get a skill player right now that might be needed. Yeah, they feel that. They really did that the last couple years though too. Like in a way of like, okay, you got Rasheed Rice early on, second round. Okay, he actually lived up to it at least for sure. Okay, we got Xavier Worthy the next year after that too. So I got that. Boom. Rasheed Rice ended up working out. Then I really went out, got a first rounder. Let me go ahead and get the line now. Like, Pat really is getting his ass beat. Let me go get a line real quick. Let me go grab him. Let me grab dude behind Trent Williams real quick. Boom. You know, he looked like a stud last year. Let me go do that early on. Jawaan Taylor.
Not overpay him, though.
Look. Not overpay him, but I'm saying that was before you knew you was going to get Simmons. So Dale saying they knew. They didn't know. Because if they knew, they wouldn't have gave him that money.
Look. I'm telling you, bro. Veach is I'm looking at trends and I'm looking at how he is. And I am assuming, like we all assuming, like I'm just giving my professional opinion that I can right now and seeing what you was doing. You win trade for Orlando Brown, gave up a first round pick. Wasn't able to get a deal done. He ended up walking away. Wasn't that great anyway, but you did it. You got Donovan Smith, who was a stopgap for a minute. Dealt with injuries for the entire year. Wanya Morris was getting beat up at the time when he was getting out there. Then we was happy when he got back in to win the Super Bowl. You went ahead and went for Kingsley. You thought he was going to be in the second round, was going to be the left tackle. But didn't they work right? Then that didn't happen. Let's go ahead and push Joe Tooney out there. Hey, bro, they was going tackle, mess around in the first round. However, they was going to get to it. They was going to get to it. Okay, the dude that fell right there we could have got, I think he would end up going somewhere that people was talking about with the short arms, who was a stud. Yeah, Will Campbell. He actually looking good, they said as well, too. He ended up getting taken earlier, right? Josh Simmons Josh Simmons, the injury really missed. Like, they was like, he was going to fall. They was like, oh, this dude is really supposed to be a first round child like everybody else. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and grab him. What happened to end up that being? He's looking solid on that side. So it worked. Sometimes you got to overdo some things to probably get what you want, because he overdid it with the Frank Clark trade. He ain't paid him that money, if we're honest, but that was my boy, and I loved him. It was something about him. His dog mentality ended up making up for the money. His dog mentality ended up helping get 2 championships before he left. So, I mean, it's bad. Like, I'm not going to lie. What y'all say about Brett Veach is solid. It's the truth. Like, yeah, bro, you got to be doing too much. But then again, say if Jalen Moore hit, and he really like, oh my God, he's really a stud. If the offense really look way better with him. At $21 million for that year is great. Let's go ahead and talk. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and give you a 4-year deal, son, right now. Let's go ahead and get that going, because I like what you're doing with Trey Smith right there. You got Creed in the middle. You got Kingsley, who's getting saved, be released with the double teams right now. He's all right. He's not getting exposed. We just need you to be solid and improve. And then Josh Simmons look like a thug. You're good. Go ahead, bench. Enjoy this little ride to a last championship, because this might be your last one too. Like, this might be his last little money that he's getting in the league. Tackles, I mean, yeah, they pick him up. He might not be a starter though.
Chargers need tackles.
He might not be a starter for long.
Oh, he'll be a starter. He just ain't gonna get that money that he getting. That's the problem. That's why nobody want him.
But he's aging too. He is.
He's only 30.
He's 30. You acting like a lot of these dudes being as durable now. Like, this is what I'm saying. He's at a good age to where, like you said, he'd be picked up. He might not be a starter. He might be somebody like all right, tackles always get hurt in the league. Like, so you're gonna get playing time. Just stay healthy, be good. This gonna be your punishment though, because with you playing for the Kansas City Chiefs, the spotlight on
No,
you.
he's not.
Everybody
My
see you.
bad. I misspoke. He not 30. He only 27. He younger than Jalen Moore.
He's just not. He can't put it together.
Yeah, he can.
Can we just tell the truth? Jawaan Taylor don't. The system is more fit for tackles like Josh Simmons. Jawaan Taylor should have got in, got light a couple pounds. The way he sets in the pocket, the way he does everything, the line is really just not built for tackles.
What helps him, he don't get injured that much though. He don't get injured. That's what's gonna help him. He don't get injured.
He don't get injured a lot, but he is just when you kind of fat and you gotta kind of be like even Eric Fisher. If you look at Eric Fisher later in his career, the man got tremendously in shape, and even Mitchell Schwartz, they were tackles, and the way they set, they were able to like set wide. They was able to catch defenders with even speed defenders. Von Miller, and you got to be able to do that. Jawaan Taylor is kind of just heavier. He sets weird.
I think did he have a workout clause too with this too? I believe he had some within that contract about that, like a workout agreement. Something.
I know that skip back, hop, step, whatever he do, kick back, it be looking like you're rushing to get to wherever you got to get to. It's not comfortable. $500K.
Yeah, I mean, I'm honestly, if we gonna try to use Jalen Moore, I mean, at this point, why not put Taylor at left guard and use? I don't.
You trying to make anything worse?
He probably gonna get mad. He probably gonna get mad about that.
Hold on, this one. Hey, hold on. If Kingsley get exposed and he looking very bad, but it's got to be tremendously.
Not that.
It has to be tremendously.
Kingsley was good against the Eagles. Kingsley was the second worst graded player on the team on offense.
No, I get, but all right. I'm for sure, man. We big boys, bro. We all played on offensive line, bro. You know when you in a guard and center position, bro. It's like I was a center. I can handle my own still, but we in a lot of double, like especially with how the run block scheme is now, even with the pass blocking, how they come in. If you're gonna do 3 or 4 down linemen, 5 of us, I know you gotta watch that linebacker. That's why sometimes it's like when you go to that double team to get off to the next person. Sometimes if you watch Creed as well too, he obliterates guys sometimes, but sometimes it's like once we get to that next level and I get enough space where I can get off to him, okay, bet I don't have to dog him out, but if I can get the hands on him and get underneath, the running back can make a decision of like which butt you're going off of, what hole you see, and then you hit it from there. You know what I mean? So it's like we have that help, especially in the pass block as well too. We're passing off guys,
and he ain't been in the lap.
I'm watching that middle.
He ain't been in the lap of Mahomes or nothing. He been fine. And
he got exposed a couple times first game. In the second game, like he got a couple, but it wasn't as obvious. That's the thing. When you're in there. That's why Caliendo was able to go through the rest of the season. When your tackles look horrible and you already got weak guards, they're going to look horrible with you. It's not. That's why the Super Bowl looked bad. You only got exposed. Bro, you supposed to be out here and be this dog so I can basically I got this. I'm with Creed. We got to have these real conversations. Anybody can come over here and talk about it right now. I'm not on social media. I'm not on X just saying whatever. Like, this is real, talking real football talk right here. We're on the offensive line. Inside. You watching the blitzes and everything that's coming in. Yeah, when you're at 4, they might be lining up on the guard. Sometimes they're going to pick the guy that's weaker. It's going to be Kingsley most of the time.
Yeah.
They're going to attack him.
So
he can get help
to the inside. Like you said.
So you put Jawaan Taylor in there, and if he does get just dogged, now we're going to get our money's worth everywhere.
He's not going to guard. He's not. You ask Jawaan Taylor to go to guard, he's like, what? No.
I mean, you can't.
When you play for the Kansas City Chiefs, you got to play everywhere.
You can't line up proper. You can't line up properly at right tackle. You might as well go inside. The reason why you jumping is because you scared you're gonna get beat, and that's what happened. That's what happened.
you're not really worried about just speed, power rush. You worry about speed, them just getting across that edge, bending their body.
Move his feet. Slow feet don't eat, man. That's move inside.
And then
that's why Kingsley ain't able to do more. All he doing is this. He's not going out. John Simmons, when he's getting there, he's getting there, and he's blocking.
He's moving his feet.
His footwork is very important when you play on that outside position.
Exactly. And Jawaan Taylor does not have footwork.
Hey, we made it work for them. We made it work for how long it is, but after you know what happened when we lose the Super Bowl, everybody they smell blood in the water on us, and we gotta fight through it.
I just never liked the signing from jump. I've never have.
I mean,
and I will be one. I'll be one of those people.
We're not gonna like every signing though, either though.
I'm not. No, absolutely not. No, but I didn't like this signing at all. Especially and then the money he was getting paid. Like, why are we paying him? Man, he came from the Jags. Like, what are we doing? But whatever.
Hopefully,
I think once Pat
move him inside.
Yeah. I mean, Pat hit with his money situation. I mean, I know he's like one of the 7th or 8th highest paid quarterbacks in the league as well too now. But I think overall, when you look at it, they always try to get him top of the market. So I think it's all gonna come down to eventually as well. Now you gotta figure it out, bro.
I gotta ask, man.
What?
A lot of people bringing up that Pat contract. Is it a bad contract?
What you mean?
Pat contract. Y'all think because it's been restructured a few times, and y'all feel like it's hindered the Chiefs.
No, I don't think because
Brett Veach is kind of basically having a nickel and dime and everything like that.
No, I think some of the mid-tier. All right, Christian Kirk messed it up one year, bro. That's why he messed up the market. I think they would have been cool if they can get those type of guys who can come in and contribute and like they can still make some noise and be fine. But it's like it feels like everybody once that happened and once that market just rose and Jamar Chase said it as well too. It's like, all right, we really gotta wait until this cap go up. We gotta wait till they move this number up and we can start doing a little bit more. They're going up for
next year. Pat has a $78 million hit.
Yeah, when he got later in his career.
And then the year after that is 74. Yeah,
they gonna restructure again.
They said that though when the contract was first signed. That's how they did it to where it. A lot of the quarterbacks' contracts are signed like that to where they get paid more.
They gonna get their money
older, but they say that the team has to draft good and surround them with good players because as they get older, the money goes up. This is the same conversation they had in Seattle when I think with Russell Wilson. So like when you don't do that, you don't have the ability to do that. You get kind of in situations like this, and I don't think that they don't have the ability to do that. I think they just kind of suffering from injuries, which they haven't had in these past couple of years. We haven't dealt with a lot of injuries, and players happen to be out and suspended. It's been on defense and different things like that, but I think it's a microcosm of everything.
2018 to 2022, we was cool. I don't know what we did in the trade. They sold some with the Tyreek Hill trade or something for the next 2 Super Bowls or whatever for everything that happened, but like. We was winning, but it was like the decline on receiver for a minute was like, what's going on?
Because Tyreek Hill is tailor-made for this offense. He just tailor-made for it. That's the same thing I said about. That's the same thing I said about Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt is probably the best running back for this system.
He just aged.
He's the best running back that probably Andy Reid has had since he came to Kansas City. But he had the issues, and he had to leave and everything like that. But I feel like. He probably would have been one of the greatest running backs in Kansas City history if he would have stayed. If he didn't get in trouble.
Yep. Sometimes sucks.
Don't get me started.
What?
I didn't know you about to start, bro. Because
I was about to say I couldn't even think of nothing. I just didn't even know what to say at that point.
Man, I don't know, man. I don't know.
No, I wasn't even really on it now. Like we passed that, bro. Did what he did.
He did.
We probably would have
two-peated twice already. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
No
the
telling where we
Tampa
would have went. Y'all know
probably
what
with a
ran.
three-peat. I don't
It's-
know.
We would have beat the Bengals in the AFC Championship
Let's
game.
stop, y'all. They're gonna start talking about us and what we would have did. We gotta stop. So
You know, but that is crazy. Before we go over to the game predictions, I will say this: what is crazy is people act like when we say this, especially some of the fans like that's in the group that me and Dre and sometimes this is what they be saying about out of town fans. Sometimes this I say this for those who was born and raised, nothing. I'm out of town technically as well too, but I'm from there. I understand the struggle. We're not the Cowboys where this stuff was 30 years ago, bro. Like this is not built in the history book yet. You know, it's gonna be there, but it's not like really made.
Yeah.
Like it's still fresh.
We
are moving forward, not trying to be like those type of fans, but we can still say like, yeah, we did that. Like we're not far away if we can still do that. I mean, the Eagles literally won 2017. People thought they were done. They got back in 2022 against us, lost, and then they came back 2 years later, didn't beat us. So I mean, it's not like it's impossible for that lapse to happen. As long as it's not as long as Patriots when they had that 10-year drought, and they were still going to the playoffs. They just didn't win the Super Bowl within those 10 years. That's it. Anything else y'all want to add on this?
We ain't going no 10-year drought, so that's for sure.
I don't think that's going to happen. I think
we're going to have a drought, and
we're gonna miss a couple.
We're going to miss a couple.
It might be
because we did it already. We missed one, lost one, missed one.
Yeah,
okay.
I said in the Pat contract, I said in those 10 years, he's going to get us at least 4. So that means it's going to be 6 years of losing. Hey, whatever.
I mean, and it's just depending how you say it. How you say it.
That do sound crazy, though.
But, I mean, shit, we got to get it out the way.
We're getting
one out the way right now. We're getting one out the way right now. Fuck it.
Look, we won 3 out of 5, right? We won 3 out of 5, right? That we've been to. But see, we missed one. So technically 3 out of 6. If we're going to count it like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you got the 3 out of 6, not the 4. The 6 of how he lost though, Florida AFC Championship game, and literally only missed the Super Bowl once within that time. It's I'm not gonna lie, it's Patrick. It's LeBron James like. But the reason
LeBron was in the Eastern Conference, yes.
Yeah, it's LeBron James like, but not to be funny, LeBron. Only reason why it's better because at least it is like one game. He does have to do a 7-game series. Once team figure him out, and then he's the only great guy on the team. I kind of understand that now. But with Pat, we are kind of get the blessing of like, I might just need that one moment. That's it. That's it. So that's why we on the better end of it, I would say, when it comes to it. But yeah. But anything else y'all want to add on to that before we move on to the last topic?
No, sir.
All right, let's get into these game predictions. So what is your score prediction for this upcoming game against the Baltimore Ravens? And who will stand out on the offense and defensive side of the ball?
Yeah, so I got the Chiefs winning here. I think the Chiefs will win in a close one. I'm going Chiefs 27, Ravens 24. I think the Chiefs win by a field goal. I think Harrison Butker finds a way to get back on track. I think that we get a sighting from Xavier Worthy. I think he's back this week. I think he finds a way to get in there. I don't know. He probably gets in the red zone. I think he's able to get a touchdown. Kind of slow some of those woes down that we have in the red zone. I think that on defensively, I think that Chris Jones is going to have a day in order for us to be able to do anything and win this game. And so I think that the defensive line overall shows the ability that they can rush 4 and get home to Lamar Jackson. They had a field day. The Lions had an absolute field day with Lamar Jackson on the Monday Night Football. Kelvin Shepard said he got a lot of his inspiration from Steve Spagnuolo, so I hope he didn't take all of Steve Spagnuolo's plays. And Steve still has something down there in that Rolodex that he can pull out to confuse Lamar Jackson, because Lamar Jackson looked like a deer in headlights against the Lions, and it looked like a lot of what the Chiefs did to him in the AFC Championship a couple years ago. So I really think the defensive line really has to have that ability to get after Lamar Jackson, sack the quarterback, and then as long as Mahomes has a clean pocket, I think that he'll be able to get the ball to Xavier Worthy and some of his playmakers, getting Xavier's feet up under him, letting him get his welcome back home. instead of opening up, like Dre said, on the road on that turf. Kind of getting able to open up on grass against his home fans where you have a little bit of give, and it'll help like comfort that shoulder as much as he can when he's hitting the ground, if and when he hits the ground. So I think that the Chiefs win 27-24. Xavier Worthy finds a way to get in the end zone, and Chris Jones finds a way to get Sack Nation back on top and show that we can rush with 4.
Actually, it's crazy. I had the same score, 27-24, the Chiefs. I think this will be, I want to see another, I want them to run the ball. The Lions had almost over 200 yards combined between Gibbs and Montgomery last night. But so Pacheco and Kareem Hunt, even Rashad Smith, I want to see them get busy because they had a field day yesterday. I'm not saying that Pacheco and Kareem Hunt and them are on the same level as Gibbs and Montgomery or anything like that, but they're serviceable enough to eat this weekend. So yeah, I think the stars on offense will be the running backs, in my opinion, and obviously Pat Mahomes for sure. But on defense, I got my linebackers, man. Drew. I'm gonna need Bolton. I'm gonna need all of them. I'm gonna need them to be in Lamar Jackson's face, like Lonnie said. I hope that he didn't use all Spags plays on defensive schemes and everything like that. Because I mean, yeah, but I'm pretty sure Spags had them boys ready on Sunday. I just think that our linebackers is going to be the key factors in this game. You got to be able to contain Derrick Henry, and you got to be able to contain Lamar Jackson. And the thing is, and that showed yesterday, when you frustrate Lamar Jackson and you got Lamar Jackson slamming the ball on the ground or hitting his fist and everything like that, he gets flustered a little bit and he starts to overthrow and he starts to press a little bit. So, and that showed yesterday. And I think that we have the ability of doing that. We got to be able to. I just want to be able to contain, make Lamar Jackson. If they gonna beat us, make him use his arm. Make him beat us with his arm. So, so yeah, our linebackers are gonna be my my stars on defense, and obviously, again on offense, my running backs. And I got us winning 27-24.
I got it 28-25. The reason why I 3-point game like y'all's will too, but I think it will be a clean game offensively. I think when it comes to playing the Ravens, they know that they can get after the passer. They know that they can create plays to where they can get turnovers as well too. But honestly, that's typically where I feel like, other than what we seen in that AFC Championship game like 2 years ago, typically, Reed and that offense is usually Mahomes and that offense is in their bag. They're really dialing it up. They're getting the ball downfield, like they're getting chunks as well too, and putting the ball in the end zone. So overall, if they're able to, of course, I'm not going to disrespect. Yeah, we're not going to disrespect the Ravens because we know in these type of games now that it's going to be competitive. If we're in a conversation at the end of the year, they have to get that one up on us, right? To have that head to head if they want to get seeding. So these type of games matter, and it matters early on. So I can see it being a little bit closer. With my weapons on the offensive side of the ball, yeah, I'd be surprised. I want Kelsey to go off this game. I think, with what's going on and what people are seeing, and you looked in the last matchup against the Giants as well too. It was times where he was actually on the sideline for a good amount of time. They were really going with Noah Gray being out there and letting the offense, of course, evolve around what they have going on, but letting him be a part of that, being one of the focal points within that as well too. I think they are seeing that the attention is on Travis Kelce a lot, especially with him being like out in the media a lot, engagement with Taylor Swift. And I know a lot of people think like those type of things are not important, but players take advantage of that. That's a mental thing that they can attack and go after. I'm not saying that he's not a big boy to like fight through that trash talk in the game, but when people are feeling like that you're not there mentally, they're gonna hit you a little bit harder. They're gonna tap you a little bit more. We're gonna see if you really in the game. And at times, if you've seen this well too, bouncing off his hand, interception. When they get a little, when they get a little aggressive with him, what Derrick James do? Put him in a position to where he knocked out Xavier Worthy for a couple weeks. It's stuff like that to where it seemed like it's not important, but people want to take advantage of that. I think Travis Kelce in his upcoming matchup, he has to, showcase that he's all in and he's ready to go on that run this year. And it's going to be with him having a clean game. So we know that you can't start the game catching the ball. You can get a couple yards. You get those first down, push it forward. But we need that throughout. I need that little shimmy throughout the entirety of it to where you get opening. You're there on third downs and you're that blanket and you and Mahomes is on the same page. You will help set up everyone else down the field as well too, because I think they're starting to understand we're going to have to run instead of the play action. We're going to have to do the jet sweeps to get them horizontals for them to start being on their feet and watching everything that's going short. What's that's going to do? That's going to set up your boy Ty Thornton down the field where he has that one-on-one coverage. And once you feel like he has a beat and you're on the money with it, he's going after it. And guess what? We're getting those big chunks that we need. And this is a good game to do that on the Ravens, to where you're getting prepared to go up against better teams. You're going to be playing the Jaguar team after that, and then also the Lions. We're trying to put ourselves ahead of the curve. So if we want to be a Super Bowl contender this year, we're going to have to put points on the board. And I'm giving 28 because everything don't have to be 35-42. I know we're seeing other teams doing. They scoring a lot quicker. But we don't have a lot of those high-flying guys like we used to anymore. We're going to have to take up that drive, go 4 or 5 minutes down the field. If you're doing that and you're killing the clock and you're gashing your defense and you're giving your defense time on the field to come out and be able to contain Lamar Jackson, that's how we beat them for multiple years. Even when we probably end with a field goal or close it out with a touchdown, maybe a punt. Killing that time, gashing them, making them commit penalties, keeping us on the field for a longer periods of time. They getting a break. They're ready to go out there and chase Lamar Jackson down for 3 straight plays if they can get multiple 3 and outs. That's how you're going to help that other side of the ball. Yeah, you took the linebackers. Lonnie, who you take again for your defense?
Defense. I took Chris Jones, defense line.
Okay. I like what I see with Noah Williams. I want him to get more snaps. That grade look good. And I know the moments I saw in the Philly game, I like what he did against Devontae Smith. He's aggressive. He can get handsy. But usually a Spags corner starts out like that. Sneak. Because they're aggressive early on. Yeah, I'm trying to bump you. That face mask because he did the little step back. All right, you got me. But I threw you off. You didn't catch it. I threw you off. So I think he's gonna get more in his bag, and I think that's gonna really elevate the rest of the secondary as well too. Because when you're not a weak link out there, and you saw Jalen Watson was balling out as well too. You got Trent McDuffie, Noah Williams, and then you got Jalen Watson.
I know who don't get a lot of not to cut that.
Yeah, good.
He don't get a lot of credit.
Who?
Coach Dave Merritt. Coach Dave Merritt, the cornerback coach.
He get him ready.
He don't get it, and it's like it is, and it's like it doesn't fall off when it comes to these DBs at all, man. It's just like I hope he stays here forever. Like
yeah, they need him for sure. Don't let the league find out. Don't stop saying his name, Dre. Because
they know about him. Everybody talk about him all the time. They talk about him all the time.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Ever since he came, he changed the defensive back room in Kansas City for sure. Like for sure. I don't know what he.
You don't get, but look, you don't get Dave Merritt without Spagnuolo.
That's true.
He's a DB guy. Yeah. I know who I want. Yeah. He's one of the best in the league for a reason. He's always gonna come with me. He gonna get a chance to. He eventually get a chance, and I think he will be in Kansas City. At the end of the day, we gotta see our coaches, our agent as well too. Really, and not even being funny. Reed, when he came at a great time where he had at the end of the era in Philly, had to go and everything like that. He got great restart that happened for him. This Spagnolo, he was out of work for a while. You know, he had his championships with New York Giants, and then you just got the whole old heads coming together. But these are old heads that know how to vibe with the younger and the YNs. You know, they know how to be a part of that group. You know what I mean? So I think overall, once they got back, I feel like a lot of times, especially when you send as well too, they found a love of the game again, and it's within teaching and actually elevating to see those guys go out and ball out, and that's why they always love to go through their systems and play for them as well too, because they know they're gonna get you to a point to where you're gonna earn your money, you be big dogs, and we would love for you being KC, but everybody can't do that, right? Everybody can't be in it. So at the end of the day, it always does start with your coaching staff, and I think they develop a staff that, that's why we have faith in a team like the Kansas City Chiefs. Regardless of the times we do get mad at Andy Reid, with him having Patrick Mahomes now, they be all right. When it's time and it's really needed. Lately, they've been coming through for us.
Yeah.
I mean, what you want to say? Like, you can be mad.
I'm just tired of the slow starts, man. That's all.
Exactly.
Tired of the slow starts.
They've been coming through.
The past years the slow starts that happen, but when it mattered most, that's when it.
Y'all ain't came through for the rest of the year. These first two games definitely count. Y'all wasn't shit. Y'all came through to this.
Bro, can we watch for the monetization? Let's stop cursing.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm just saying. I just had to say. You said they was playing good. Like, bro, they not. Y'all was horrible. Y'all didn't come through for the first two games. But this game, this last one, y'all look like y'all was on life support and y'all came through, bro. Y'all pulled through. Y'all was definitely cold blue though. I'm telling you.
Well, now they need to look like
they had to get in a
restart of a hype
in the locker room. I don't know if it was Pat. Maybe it was Pat. Like, look here, Andy and Nagy. I'm not even worried about what y'all calling. That's why Pat was just throwing it downfield. Like, you know what? Forget it, man.
Okay.
Taquan down there somewhere. He threw it down there, and it was an incompletion. And Pat said, "You know what? I'm going back to him again, man. Forget it. We about to bomb this." So, hey, I'm just saying.
Something gotta work. Pat said something gotta work.
What y'all calling ain't working. I'm about to go ahead and just do this myself because I'm seeing what y'all not seeing. Like, come on now. Open this playbook up. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of being conservative. Matt Nagy, you was conservative when you was in Chicago. Your quarterback when you was here the first time was Alex Smith. Conservative. Dink and dunk. Stop it. Stop it.
All right, but when he get in his bag, y'all gonna be like, read that.
We're gonna see.
Yeah, that's what y'all. I'm not talking about Nagy. I was not talking about Nagy. I'm talking about Andy Reid. I'm talking about him right now.
Give your bag, man. Hey, look,
give your bags.
I want them to get in their bag, man. I'm just tired of the slow starts, man. I'm tired of them. I'm tired of seeing it.
I feel the slow starts could be from like players as well too. Like, hey, we need y'all locked in early, but it is some of the plays as well. All right, it's a mixture of both, I would say. But if you're gonna start out the gate passing, let's be a little bit more tactical. Like, let's dial it up a little bit more. Yeah, let's open it up.
That have the ability to almost be tipped and cause a 3 and out like that quick. You throw 3 passes, it ain't even 2 minutes off the clock. You just threw 3 passes and went 3 and out that quick.
Yeah, these type of offenses, the type of offense that we've had these last 2 seasons, it makes you miss players like McKinnon. Like, no lie, it makes you miss players like him, in my opinion.
I mean, if you let other people tell it, he wasn't as important as you think. He wasn't a primary back, and I just see the game differently than some people sometimes, and it's not even.
When Pat is flustered and somebody's in Pat's face, he can just dump it all to him.
And it was easy how he was able to get.
Let's tell the truth, and we can end the show like this. This offense makes you miss Tyreek Hill. We miss Tyreek Hill because we throw him the ball. It don't matter where we threw it at. It was a first down. That's what we miss. We can't do that.
It was either a first down or he was cribbing it.
Or
one of the two.
It was cribbing it.
No other.
It was no in between. we could throw him a bubble screen, and it was like, but that's
Pat
no
hit
work.
him.
They do everybody
Pat hit
like
him with 5. He hit him for 5 yards, and Tyreek Hill he getting 20 yacked. It was a yak plays. We missed the yak plays, bro.
That's what it is.
We will never have that again, though. Like that's what our people don't. We just normally we got to get normal.
They could. No.
Who?
Yeah,
Who on
why?
the offense can be like
Tyreek was turning bubble screens into first down, and nobody's doing that in the league
talent,
right now.
y'all. I know talent.
Nobody's doing that in the league.
I
Lamar
know
Chase
talent.
he can get open on
I know talent. I know talent.
But Tyreek was doing.
Rasheed Rice got it in, bro.
Rasheed Rice ain't cribbing no 5-yard slants.
No. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it above 50 with you. This is what I saw in 2023. 2023. This is what I saw in 2023.
Mm-hmm.
It was he has a second boost, and I ain't gonna lie. You know, at the 25 or when we started at 30, 35, because you go back and look, he get it. And he used to do them ones like, you know, he's sit in the middle. Mm-hmm. He was actually turning around getting loose, though. Tyreek was getting him on the go. Getting on the go. Like, first game against Jordan, I'm looking at it, I was like, oh, he got it. Then they did it one time. He told you what happened on the screenplay when he got it. And they called it back. He cribbed it. He got the breakaway speed, bro.
Tyreek can do the same thing.
Even if he's not cribbing like Reek, though. He can flip the field. That's all I'm saying. He's flipping the field for you. That's why your goal line offense, and why we talked about last time, that's why it has to get better. Because what happened when I said, I don't like when we get to the 10. Because it's that 10 yard. We always score outside of the 10. It's like they got to run in or they got to get to the 5 or the 2. When they got the 3 plays on a 10 and it's short field, that's when it gets very stale.
Yeah, that's why Rick was gone.
But look, Rice was doing he was doing the last part of the season. Go back and look at the last drive of the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's one thing about Rasheed.
He was getting that, and then in 2024, before he went out, that's why he was the number 1, number 2 receiver. It was happening. It just took away. That's why I can't argue because we didn't see it in full.
Yeah, we didn't see it in full. We didn't see it in full.
It's coming.
He was doing that before what though?
I mean, before the ACL.
We gotta be able to see.
We can't keep saying it.
Lamar Chase had 1 too, and he came back perfectly fine.
He's not Jamar.
And this is a different.
That's what we got to see.
Definitely not Jamar. We're gonna see. We're gonna see though.
We can't keep saying that. We just gotta just see, bro.
Jamar gonna be mad if he see this.
They gonna be mad. People get mad that we keep defending Rasheed Rice because we ain't seen it. It's cool.
I'm a fan of Rasheed Rice, man.
But I get what you're saying. I'm a fan of him, but like you said, post the injury. So let's just see. We got 2 more weeks. We got 2 more weeks. If Rasheed Rice don't come back 100 yards in the Raiders game, they're going to strike.
This is all I'm gonna say. I'm starting out the birthday like this. He's gonna be the best wide receiver in this league. I don't give a fuck what you know. He's gonna be the best receiver, and we can put money on that, and he'll be up there with the boy.
I mean, Chad Ocho said it. Ocho said he was gonna have one of them years before the season started.
It's cool. It's. We're gonna be mad when he leaves too, Dre. You're just gonna be mad, just as mad. As Reed when it happened. No, yeah, you are.
No.
Reek, hold on, let me tell you something. Reek was a 4th, 5th rounder, right? Rasheed Rice was a 2nd rounder for a reason.
Rasheed Rice but Tyreek got drafted as a running back though.
I know. Still, I don't care. He made himself. He's self-made. He's self-made. He's self-made.
Tyreek Hill put up 1,000-yard seasons while learning how to be a wide receiver.
Because he's a dummy athlete. He's a dummy athlete.
That's really what it is.
He's an anomaly.
He's a crazy athlete, and he had the ability to do that.
1440 at SMU wasn't. I was like, maybe because of SMU. He got there. I was like, nah, I see it. I see the potential, and it's just not pretty like a lot of people want it. You know, you got your Jamar Chases and Justin Jeffersons, where it seems like they do everything right. It seems like Rasheed Rice is this niche type of guy, and I don't think he is. He's more.
He was getting to that though before he got hurt. That's why I don't want, like I said, I don't want to keep doing this. I kind of like we keep talking about something that's not people can't see. But like before he got hurt,
Dre saw he not trying to sell his soul to it yet, bro. That's all.
He got a pass interference against the Bengals to win a game.
I can't
remember that? Remember the pass interference against the Bengals? He got that just getting open and won us the game. Like
I just can't wait till he comes back against the Raiders week 7. I can't.
I think you can see it. If you're a football player and you watch football enough, you can see when somebody got it.
No, if he comes back first game 110, 120, he's gonna be what I think he's gonna be. It's like that means you're supposed to be who you're supposed to be. That's all. I'm for real. Like we hyping it too much, bro, and it's gotta be that.
I know we gotta just stop talking about it at this point. We gotta just wait. It's cool. He back in the building this week, so.
Yep, he got back in the building this week.
Oh, he can come back now a little bit.
Yeah, he just can't practice with the team. He can sit in the meetings and stuff like that, but he can't practice. With the team.
Whoever got him in fantasy that game against the Raiders, I'm telling you, 10 catches. He gonna get.
I got him.
He getting 10
people
touches.
trying to trade for me. No, y'all not getting him, bro. Stop asking. He's not going nowhere, bro. For any fantasy league out there, not getting him.
Probably the first 3 plays.
Hey, if you on FanDuel, you on Underdog or anything like that, you better bet the over on catches for Rashid Rice against the Raiders. That's all I'm saying.
He is going hard.
He might
no snap count either. It's not even.
He might go.
It's gonna be like
he might go Tyreek Tampa Bay. Oh my
Come
god!
On, no, you're doing too much stuff. Come on, man. He ain't gonna be on no phone talking about they need help. Help is on the way. He ain't gonna be doing none of that, man.
I don't know if we ever see something like that.
No,
we ain't gonna never see nothing like that ever.
Because, bro, look, this is what he gonna be doing.
Had 2 good games, one against Philly too.
He's gonna be
Tampa.
He better not have a car wreck. He better not have no type of car wreck celebrations at all. You're getting fined. He better not have nothing on some crash out. Speeding off.
We ain't gonna burn no bread on him, man. He got to move smart moving forward, or he's gonna be out of KC on the first contract. Come on, he ain't gonna make it past the first contract if he gonna be stupid.
I guess he know he's not gonna do that, bro. Like he's far from that.
This is what this is year 3 right here, and then next year's contract year. He gotta have this. He gotta bake on the rest of this year and all of next year on how much they want to pay him. They pick up his 5th year.
No, I don't think he get a 5th year because he wasn't in the first round.
Yep, you're right.
So they had to franchise tag him.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We'll see.
Anything else y'all want to add? Though we had a little fun with that topic, off topic right there a little bit, but overall we think it's going to be a fun time in Kansas City once the boys are back fully. But,
yeah, I just look forward to seeing. I'm just looking forward to a good game on Sunday. Like I said before, I'm 95% sure that Xavier Worthy gonna play, and even if he's as a decoy,
he'll be in there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's all we have for this edition of Chiefin. Everybody, thank you so much for, of course, tapping in and joining us today. Make sure to like, share, comment on this video so other Chiefs fans like yourself could, of course, check us out. And make sure to follow us on all our social media platforms at Red Kingdom Media as well, too. And subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're on the road to 500. Once we get to 500, we'll do a giveaway. We at 359 right now. So help us get a little bit up and up and up and up, And check out a pregame article that be coming out, Pick 6, with Rocky, and then also I'll be doing my post game as well, my extra point video this week before the game, and then also post game after that, and post game video with Jordan as well too. So make sure to be on the lookout for all that content, and subscribe to the Substack as well too. Got written articles is coming out. Going to be having more article series as well too for y'all, of course, enjoy and show love with. So come pay subscriber over there so you can get exclusive content. But fellas, y'all know how we like to end it out. Y'all know how we like to do it. We're gonna enjoy ourselves, have a good time, and as always, go Chiefs.
Thanks for checking out this update straight from the heart of Chiefs Kingdom. We appreciate your passion, so please leave a like and follow us wherever you tune in from. See you next tailgate, your trusted source for all things Chiefs, Red Kingdom Media.